Yeah.
So you really wanted to become a scientist or whatever you are right now?
So, yes, you can say that I did have a very strong dream of becoming a scientist one day. There was a phase in my life when I disconnected from science, and then when I found the time, when I had the freedom to do it, I explored it very deeply.
So आपकी ये जर्नी इस बीच में ऐसा कोई इंटरेस्टिंग फैक्ट रहा है जो आपको बहुत स्ट्रगल फेस कराया?
In my personal life, I was going through a serious breakup at that same time. So it was a personal catharsis of situations, like the world falling down in like all on me. In that particular situation, I think I was in depression for like 16 to 18 months, and it was quite bad.
AI. Do you really think so that AI is, something which is going to change our world in future?
When you talk about jobs being snatched away, I wouldn't say that it can absolutely mimic or it can absolutely replace a human presence, but somewhat it has been shortcutting. Your brain function reduces when you try to use AI.
Any one word for Gen Zs basically right now?
They make me scared more than AI because that is a different batch of human beings which is somewhat lightning fast, very practical, manipulation beyond intelligence.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैं हूँ रीना और एक बार फिर से आपका स्वागत है इस पॉडकास्ट में। आई होप आप सब काफ़ी अच्छे होंगे एंड काफ़ी एनर्जेटिक पॉडकास्ट आज होने वाला है क्योंकि मेरे साथ एक ऐसे इंसान है, ही इज द मिक्सचर ऑफ एवरीथिंग, साइंस, फाइनेंस, इन्वेंटर, एवरीथिंग। आई थिंक आप नाम भी जानते होंगे, कृष चतुर्वेदी। तो चलिए आइए उनसे बात करते और जानते हैं उनकी जर्नी के बारे में, कैसा उनका सफ़र था, क्या क्या उन्होंने अभी तक सीखा और वो आज हमें क्या क्या सिखाने वाले हैं। तो चलिए आइए मिलते हैं कृष जी से। हाय सर, हेलो, कैसे हैं आप?
Hello, I am absolutely fine, and thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah. So me and my audience wanted to know who
Yeah.
is Krish Chaturvedi basically. कैसी आपकी जर्नी थी, क्या बैकग्राउंड है आपका? A bit introduction.
I don't come from a multinational. I don't come from a lab. I come from Jaipur, and my journey, as you said, has been an absolute roller coaster mixture of life somewhere. I am based in Jaipur, born and brought up there only. And my mother is from Jodhpur. Like
Okay.
basically, the whole family setup has been in Rajasthan ever
Okay.
since. And apart from my deep interest in science, I do have a lot of deep involvement in real estate as well.
Okay.
But if we talk about earlier interests or like earlier indulgences, it was in science only, mainly deep tech. I was a nerd for physics,
Okay.
and I loved it like from the bottom of my heart. But like I was always like given this hint ever since my childhood that you have to go and run your family business.
Okay.
So they did not want me spending too much time in studies and becoming a mad scientist. And a fun fact there, like there was an astrologer who told my mother when I was in my childhood days that if you let him dwell and swim too deep in science, he would become a mad scientist one day and never come home. So because of that, that was like one thing. Apart from my interest in science, I do run a real estate and finance business as well, and we have a multifaceted work profile when it comes to that. We have a law firm as well, and we are into licensing services as well, and mainly real estate and finance has covered most of our business for the last 25 years in Jaipur only.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you really think so कि आप जब छोटे थे, so
Yeah.
you really wanted to become a scientist or whatever you are right now, or you thought of something to become an actor or a singer or kind of thing? Like it's a pressure of a family that you really wanted to become what you are right now, or it's just something that you're passionate about it?
If I'm being really honest here, as a child, and when I was like 7 or 8, I was deeply, deeply intrigued by space. I was, I always felt that the world could be more than what it is right now. I was a sucker for technology,
Okay.
given at any time. So, yes, you can say that I did have a very strong dream of becoming a scientist one day. But as you say that, like your destination finds you
Exactly.
either one way or another. So there was a phase in my life when I disconnected from science, And then when I found the time, when I had the freedom to do it, I explored it very deeply.
Okay. So at what age you decided? Basically, I just wanted to know because I have a question asked for that.
A big breakthrough came when I was 15 years old. I was at first selected for the regional level CBSE science exhibition. Then I was selected for the national level. And we went there, and I built a magnetic levitation transport shuttle, which basically floats like a
Okay.
train. And things changed when I saw that design was copied by China.
Okay.
So China did copy a school project. So I thought that yes, there is some potential in my thinking. But at 14, I was very much convinced. But like when I turned 16, I had to change streams because we had to go for the subjects.
Okay.
And I did not quite pursue that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have two sisters.
What they are doing?
My elder sister is married. She has been a model, and she was in the glamour industry. And the middle one is working as a lawyer, as a corporate lawyer in our firms, and she manages other firms as well.
Okay, so you're the elder one, right?
No, I'm the youngest.
आई थिंक इंडिया में ये बहुत कम होता है
Yeah,
कि जो
exactly.
छोटा बच्चा होता है वो पढ़ा लिखा निकल जाए.
Exactly.
So it is with you right now that your
Yes.
elder one is like doing something. That's great, by the way. Of
Yeah.
course, ये सबकी अपनी choice होती है और सबके साथ ये applicable नहीं होते हैं.
Exactly.
So like हमने आपके बहुत सारे ideas देखे हैं, inventions देखे हैं.
Yeah.
आपके पास वो ideas कैसे आते हैं? Like you field experience से या फिर while sitting at home while watching a movie or any past thing?
इफ आई being really honest है, जितने भी आइडियाज आए हैं उनका कहीं ना कहीं क्लू मेरे पास में ही रहा है हमेशा.
Okay.
And like the recent inventions that we are talking about, um, you wouldn't believe, but they were accidental in nature. I was trying to invent something else, and they were just a component of that machine. And when they just appeared, and when I tested their potential, I had a strong belief that this can like change the whole paradigm that is going on right now. Because ever since my childhood, I had this very strong word, limitless.
Okay.
I wanted things to be unlimited. I don't like scarcity for
Okay.
anybody, not just for me. So when I look at scarcity, I somewhat feel that it can be solved. I have a very strong faith that I think God has given every solution to every man's problem in this world, and it can be solved if like proper research is done.
Okay, that's great. My next question to you is like हम सबकी अपनी एक कहानी होती है. Even me, you, or everyone.
Yeah.
We start from 0 and then we go to 100. Of course, everyone don't go to 100, but for them
Yeah,
it's 100 basically, no
exactly.
doubt about it. So आपकी ये journey इस बीच में ऐसा कोई interesting fact रहा है जो आपको बहुत struggle face कराया, but that is something जो आपको बहुत inspire और motivate करता है when you feel down right now in any situation, और जब आप वो situation याद करते हो तो you feel like कि नहीं Krish, I can do anything. So
Yes,
what's that?
Yes, there has been a moment like that. Till 2018, I was doing perfect. Like everything, like business was booming, and I had a lot of friends. I was a socializer ever
Okay.
since.
Is it? It's possible.
Yes, it's possible. Like I do have a knack of hosting people,
Okay.
listening to their problems, trying to help in whatever capacity that I can. So I had a lot of friends. Things changed in the end of 2019 when COVID came. At that particular time, I don't know what happened, but in my personal life, I was going through a serious breakup. At that same time, even the world collapsed. So it was a personal catharsis of situations, like the world falling down in like all on me. So in that particular situation, I think I was in depression for like 16 to 18 months, and it was quite bad. It went really bad. But from that illness, basically came, you can say, an inspiration, a fire that I wrote somewhere in my journal that even my own death cannot stop me. And it was like so painful, and it was so dark that delving into the details might make the whole theme go in a certain direction. So I am not doing that. But ever since 2021 did hit, I started recovering, and from there we are sitting here. So like the struggle was a strict 4-year struggle, you can say, from 2020 to 2024, because it was like hardcore struggle. You can say that I was not being able to do what I wanted to do from my heart. It was absolutely financially related. So when you're forced to do something which your heart doesn't align with, I think that's the greatest struggle for anybody.
Okay.
When you are not following your dreams, when you're not doing something which your soul aligns with, and then that changed, and the freedom came, and God gave us victory.
That's great.
Yeah.
And very inspiring, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have got the news that you have got 3,000 CR as a,
Valuation.
valuation, of course. So what you did? Like you did party or you just tried to support someone? So how you celebrated basically?
As of now, I think I have only celebrated in my mind because somewhere I haven't personally processed it yet. And I would just say that like God has been very kind. He has been very noble to give me such kind of a discovery. As if we talk more about the patent, which has this valuation, many people think they have read the articles that they don't understand the scientific literature. But the real question is that I have made 14 patents in the past 5 years. I've
Yeah.
filed them. And there is only one question behind them: why energy cannot be infinite? The fuels that we use right now, they burn, they deplete, they are costly, and nobody is happy in a world like that. We have made a fuel which is a new format of energy. It doesn't deplete, it doesn't burn, it doesn't run out. It can generate infinity, it can store infinity, it can recharge infinity, and it can multiply infinity. So, namely, the inventions are named as hydrolite and distillate. These are two fuels, where distillate is not just a fuel, but an energy matrix, if I put it in my language, which multiplies power, retains it, controls it, and let's say that we are the new artificial intelligence of energy.
That's great. So coming to this point, AI.
Yeah.
It's a very trending topic right now in India and like outside also.
Yes.
Do you really think so that AI is, something which is going to change our world in future? और अभी प्रेजेंट में क्या वो हमारी जॉब्स लेकर जा रहा है और एआई की वजह से लोग बेरोजगार हो रहे हैं? इज इट सो? डू यू रियली थिंक सो? एंड फॉर यू हाउ एआई इज हेल्पिंग एंड एनी टू advantages and disadvantages as per you and as per your profession basically?
I think the utility and the use of any element depends upon the intention of the user. AI is a double-edged sword. You can use it for surgery, you can use it for murder as well. Why am I saying that? AI in its regulated forms, like for example, OpenAI and ChatGPT, they have a very regulated use, that their content policies and the content creation policies, they align a lot with their agreement, but many people don't know what's happening on the decentralized platforms. What can AI do? When you talk about jobs being snatched away, I wouldn't say that it can absolutely mimic or it can absolutely replace a human presence, but somewhat it has been shortcutting. I read a latest article, and it was a very interesting article, that your brain function reduces when you try to use AI. Because your brain works the fastest, your cognitive function improves when you're writing. And I think AI is only being used for writing right now. People have not even explored to what level AI can be utilized. You can like craft your own universe using that technology, but they only use it for writing. So like the human civilization is starting with damaging its own brain first, and not realizing that there is a positive use to it. But if you ask me, as a final verdict, that whether it's eating jobs, snatching it away, increasing unemployment, I don't think that's possible in the coming 5 years. At least in the 5 years, it
But
won't
it's
be able
happening
to.
right now only. I'll just give an example to you. There's a channel, I won't be naming it,
Yeah.
but it has replaced an anchor and it's Dash 2.0 basically.
Okay.
And AI is doing the job of anchor base. So it's replacing. So
But there is one thing they have replaced, let's say, the anchor. How would you replace emotions? how would you replace soul, which scientists haven't been able to understand themselves?
That's what I'm asking you. Like, do you really think so? It's going to happen or not?
They have just, let's say that it's a trial, like as you name that the anchor is doing the role of an AI, like the AI is doing the role of an anchor. I'm sorry. The result of that would basically decide that human beings would be in place or not, and the results would be fatal because like even like I have many friends who can sense whether it's AI generated or whether it's real. So if humans can sense that, then they would also sense a lack of human presence, a lack of human touch, and it won't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, the result of that won't be in alignment yet because they have only created AI. They haven't created another human 2.0. It's just
Okay.
AI.
Fine. For you, is it going to replace Krish or not?
AI.
Yeah.
Basically,
In
like
any of the factors.
even I use AI as my tools. It's not like that. But when I ask my AI that, do you think that you have done this or I have done this? And he says that without your input, I cannot move a thing. So it makes me feel proud that yes, at least my brain is guided in the right direction. Because as of today, if we talk about the present scene, you can command AI, you can guide AI, but it cannot do things on its own. And I think it should not. Because if that is true, then Elon Musk's prediction would go right. And many movies which have basically said, like, I think this was best represented by Age of Ultron, when Tony Stark made Ultron accidentally, and that AI went on taking over the planet and destroying and vanishing the human civilization. I think it should not happen. But yeah, there is a lot of backstories that are happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you watched that movie Teri Baaton Ka Uljha Jiya?
Yeah, I have. I have. And somewhat, us human beings are also at fault at that particular point. Because what it highlights is that Kriti was doing whatever that Shahid was actually wishing for. And if you are doing something what somebody is exactly wishing for, then
She
you
was
are
reading her expressions on the face, basically.
exactly. So
Yeah.
everybody would want that. But like, if you cannot embrace the flaws of another human, then what is the definition of love?
Okay.
You can like have a robot, but a lover and a robot are two different entities because you love somebody for who they are, not for what they do to you.
Okay.
In the most ultimate essence, I don't know what kind of definitions have changed in this world, but yeah, the actual definition of love is there,
Okay.
which is like, like doing things for the sake they are.
Okay. Any one thing, any one word for Gen Zs basically right now?
Gen Zs,
The most trending word basically it's going
they
on in
make me
India right
scared.
now. Sorry?
They make me scared
Why?
more than AI.
Okay, why?
Because that is a different batch of human beings, which is somewhat, you can say, lightning fast, very
Okay.
practical, manipulation beyond intelligence,
Okay.
something which we haven't seen. I have like seen some kids which try to show me some spunk sometimes, and I listen to them. They would achieve a lot, but I'm unsure whether they would have genuine connections in their lives.
Okay.
Genuine connections, like their own benefit and their own motive is so strong that they can change their personality whenever they want. So it is like a reptilian brain, which is
Okay.
dangerous. So we don't need AI. Gen Zs are there, I think. Yeah.
Even I'm a Gen Z.
But I'm scared of them because, like, the way they manage things, like
Yeah.
their routines and each and everything, they already know. You don't need to educate them.
Exactly.
They have a killer instinct.
Okay.
Like their brain doesn't need any other information to be fed on,
Okay.
and they just move along. Like emotionally very intelligent. They don't get stuck. They don't get depressed. A breakup doesn't affect them. Exactly, they're strong like that. So I praise them in that
Okay.
particular zone. But like they're too synthetic. Synthetic
Okay.
is the word for that.
That's great. I think you're married, right?
I know I'm not married.
Okay, you're not.
Yes.
So you might be having a great family. Of course, you have your parents, you have your sister.
Yes.
So how you manage your personal and professional life, and what exactly message you wanted to give to the person जो बोलते हैं कि मेरे पास अभी time नहीं है, I don't want to do this work, kind of thing. Like you are a great example, who is a successful person, but still you're doing something for your family.
Yeah.
So how you balance? What message exactly do you want to give about your life?
To the people who fail to manage their family life, I would just say that there was a phase in my life where I was moving too fast, and I was not doing anything for my family, not even like talking to them. And I was only and only talking about commercial things. And like someday a voice came to me and it said that live a little. Because if you're not living, then what value would you make? If you are not living, then how would the money you're earning, you would actually be able to, let's say, consummate the pleasures of it?
Okay.
Somewhere, the reason why we all are in this matrix and and working hard and making money, for whom are we doing that?
Very true.
For whom? That's the ultimate question. There is this Latin quote which I keep reminding myself, which is called memento mori. Death is inevitable. So if death is inevitable, then try to make your life beautiful. And
Okay.
life does exist beyond profession as well. Whatever that is destined to happen will happen.
That's great. Do you believe in time travel?
That's a very intuitive question on your side. And you have like literally striked a very confidential policy of our
Okay, I have a
company
question
only.
for that. Like I have a second part. So if
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
you want to travel, so what you will prefer, the past or the future?
The past.
I'm so sorry, but I wanted to ask why.
Because somewhere, whatever that I have been doing right now, the seeds were planted in the past. And when I
Okay.
was doing that, I never thought that I would get there. But like the hustle, the struggle, the journey of it was, you can say that I'm a person who smiles in pain. I have faced that much pain in my life.
Okay.
I have seen that, like when there is no option, when there is no way out of darkness, and you try and when you start enjoying it. So like there have been good parts as well, mm, great parts, but all emotionally. And somewhat my soul, I think, is somewhat stuck in the past. That's why it's making altercations. So I would
Okay.
definitely travel to the past to revisit my life again.
That's great. Okay, so we are going to play a very, game, a good game basically. It's a rapid fire.
Okay.
So you have to answer in one word as
Yeah.
per you. What do you think? So I'll be taking some names also of the person, a good personality, and you have to describe in one word. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll start, and my very first question to you is like, for you, what is money?
Mandatory.
Success?
Compulsory.
Okay. Uh, any one movie which you love to watch again and again?
There's this movie by Brad Pitt called The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
That movie can like make a dead man walk, I think.
Okay.
So one is that, and there's another parallel to that which I would like really want the audience to watch when they can. That's The Great Gatsby.
Okay. Any one word which you described for your life, for your future? Yeah.
Infinite.
Okay. The personality names basically. Our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji,
Visionary.
Rahul Gandhi,
Hardworking.
Jaya Bachchan,
Rude.
rude. Oh my God, Mukesh Ambani,
Assiduous.
Ratan Tata.
Legend.
Okay, I'm naming some brands basically. You have to Nestle,
Legacy.
Kit Kat. It's by the way tired.
People's favorite.
Okay, have you heard the word Nelons? It's a brand basically of pickles.
Yeah.
So yeah, their
I-
story is like great, great, great. That's why I'm asking you this
They
question.
are like a full-fledged traditional healthy success in my definition.
Have you heard the word Navgati, which is an app basically? It's a brand, and the CEO is Vaibhav Kaushik basically.
I haven't, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Fine. Any one word for the upcoming generation?
One word for the upcoming generation. Relentless.
Okay. For you, already you have mentioned that about your success, about your past, about your future. So, any one message you wanted to give to the audience who are like watching you and the youth who wanted to start their own business and who really wanted to, you know, want to become a Krish, but in a different zone, in a different way?
I think that there's a fine line between dreamers and inventors, and that is only execution. Believe in yourself. There would be people around you which would try, who would try to not let you fly. You dare to fly in your own zone. You must have heard that wake up early, tell no one. Go for a vacation, tell no one. Be successful, tell no one. Why do we say that? Because your mind is always influenced by your external atmosphere, the company you keep. And when you are in that positive environment, things do work really well for you.
Okay. Last but not the least, for you, what is future India and how you see yourself and the India?
I think by 2030, India would be on top of the world. It's not because that it's India's time, but I think that India has always been inherent of this fact. India deserves that place. And there's a lot that we have given to the world, not what we have taken. And if you see about the most authentic international relations that has happened in history, they were from our country only.
Okay.
We talk about finance,
Okay.
India is leading. We talk about business, business is booming. We talk about each and every other field, even if we talk about, like not just the foreign reserves, but the relations that Honorable Prime Minister has kept with other countries. They have like increased globalization like no other. Apart from that, in addition, I would also want to share that I wouldn't name the company. It was a US firm which was talking about acquiring Hydrolite as an IP patent only, without prototype.
Okay.
They offered an amount with a hint which starts with the letter B. And the reason I said no was because they wanted country exclusive rights, that it could only be used in the United States.
Okay.
My goal with this invention is not just prosperity for me, for my company, but it is for that India should lead when it comes about the energy revolutions and making history. Because right now, just a little bit on the invention, we have zero patent conflicts. We have 100% novelty claims. In the form of me, India holds today a monopoly.
Okay. Thank you so much, Krishti. That's it for today. And thank you so much for joining
Thank
us
you.
today.
Thank
Thanks
you
a
so
lot
much.
for coming. So thanks a lot, guys. I hope आपने काफ़ी कुछ सीखा होगा कृष जी से और हमने काफ़ी कुछ चीज़ें जानी, inventions and उनकी personal professional life दोनों को किस तरीके से balance करते. It's a great, by the way. So good luck to you for your
Thank you so
future
much.
and I wish कि हम फिर से कभी future में मिलें और आपको एक नए zone में देखें और आपकी जो भी demands हो वो आप इससे ज़रूर fulfill करें. So thanks a lot and फिर से मिलेंगे हम एक नए podcast के साथ जो बना रहे हैं कल का इंडिया. So thank you so much once again. Bye bye. Take care.